It's been a fucking minute, right? Tonight, the subject of discussion: can't bring everybody with you, man. But like, have you ever just sit back and realize, right? So, like, most of the people that used to be around, they're just not there anymore, okay? Talking about the people you came up with, the people that you ran the streets with, went to jail with, you did your dirt with, they're all gone, man. They're if you did all that shit that I'm talking about, right? And you made it out, all them people, they're gone or they're stuck, right? At least that's what it feels like most of the time. That's what it seems like. At least that's how my reality is. Okay, I mean, I guess not everybody, um, but mostly everybody. And the ones that aren't, they're just not around no more, man. And so that's the subject tonight. You can't bring everybody with you, right? So that's just the truth of the matter, and I used to really fight that idea. Uh, like fuck that, I'll bring whoever the fuck I want with me. Uh, but now I just live with it, man. Uh, back then I went by Slim. I was Whiteboy Slim. I was homeless. I was dirty. I was cold all the time, hot all the time, whatever the fuck the case may be. And you know, me and my girl, we lived in a busted ass tent. We had a Boost mobile phone, a scale, some cheap weed, and that was about it, man. We'd wake up and post up and maybe make enough for a motel room, maybe not, right? Like brushing your teeth with bottled water type shit, right? Eating dry ramen out of the pack. Okay, I remember serving dope with fucking snow in the snow with fucking holes in my shoes. Okay, like I remember that shit. That was the reality, right? And I had people that were in that life with me, right? And we all thought that it was normal and it was cool. We were all just surviving, but like really it's like dying slow, man. Like it's the worst. It's the absolute worst. I don't wish it on anybody, man. And you don't realize that shit when you're in that shit. You don't realize how bad it is cuz that's your whole reality. Your mind don't want to be stuck on how bad it is. It doesn't register. You know what I'm saying? Like it just doesn't register. And so eventually I got tired. Um, not inspired, not motivated. Okay, just tired. I was tired of watching my girl cry. I was tired of always being hungry, of pretending like I was going anywhere. And that's when I became who everybody knows as Stevie South, right? I changed it up. I tried to switch up my whole identity, everything about me to a point. I was still hustling. I was still broke, but I started thinking about not just of today, but tomorrow, right? I started having a plan. I started recording again because at this time I had moved up. I had came up. I wasn't in that fucking tent no more. Okay? I was selling CDs out of my bag, hand to hand, street to street. A lot of times nobody gave a shit. Honestly, for real, like if I'm being honest, I can remember uh, burning 20 CDs. Okay, and out of those 20 CDs, I think like two or three of them got sold, but I still made, I think it was like 60, 70 bucks off of those few CDs that did get off because people respected the fact that I was out there hustling, right? They respected the fact that I wasn't on a corner fucking holding a sign. I was actually doing something, man. And so sometimes most of the time, 80% of the time, because they were fucking CDs. I mean, come on, man. Like how many people get down with the CDs anymore? Physical is making a comeback, but my point is they didn't even want the CDs. They just gave me some money, right? Because I was out there doing my thing. Okay. Um, I'm losing track. I gotta get back on track here. Oh, last point, I guess, before I move on. That made it feel. That made everything feel like it was worth something, man. Right? Because I was going after everything that I wanted. I had a plan. It was working, right? And it was working. Like I said, I was still hustling. I was still doing my thing. I wasn't selling dope no more. I quit doing that. I quit selling dope. I quit selling ice, snow, whatever the fuck you want to call it. I stopped selling it. Stopped selling it. I stopped dabbling in pills. The only thing I fucked with at that point in my life, marijuana. That was it. That was it, man. Life, simple, simple to a point. To a point. I still had a lot of bad habits. I still had a lot of bad habits. Let's be real. I still had a lot of bad habits, man. Uh, I mean, that's who I was. Fuck, you know. That's who the people. That's everyone I hung around with. They had bad habits. We were bad habits. We were somewhat bad people, but we were good people at the same point. You know what I mean? Like at that point in my life, I wasn't like out there homeless and strung out and robbing everybody for a fucking nickel bag or dime bag or some stupid ass fucking Bluetooth speaker or fucking guns, fucking whatever the fucking case may be. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't doing none of that. Not that I did that in the first place, but what I'm saying is, anyways, statute of limitations. That was so fucking long ago. I was a kid. You know what I'm saying? I'm a 33-year-old man now. I have 4 kids. Okay. But anyways, like I said, I'm 33 now. Okay, I got a wife. I got 4 kids. I'm still not rich, but I'm here. I'm stable. Finally, stable. I'm present. Finally, right? I I've built this shit up from nothing, man. From nothing. From fucking nothing, okay? This shit came from the same grind as everything else. Period. Period. I redirected that shit. I said, okay, I'm not selling dope no more. I'm not selling weed no more. I'm not doing none of that stuff. So I gotta sell something else. And so that's where I'm at now. I'm gonna sell my music. I'm gonna sell me, my brand, my personality, my life experience, right? And I don't walk around like I've made it either. I don't. I want to get that out of the way right now because I haven't. I haven't made it yet, right? I got a long way before I can say I've made it. But let me take a step back. To the average person, I have made it. I'm out of the tents. I'm off the streets. I'm not selling drugs. I'm not doing drugs. I'm not doing any of that shit. I came a long way from all of that shit. From the cold floors, from the trap houses, from all of that shit, man. Jail cells. Never want to go back to Greene County. Fuck that place. I was in there for almost a year on some credit fraud charges, and those were I didn't get convicted. The witnesses never showed up, but um, anyways, it got dropped obviously, and I walked free. But that was like the most nerve wracking 8 months of my life, and the only reason I even I was spun out. I was spun the fuck out, uh, and I don't know what to say about anything else. I was spun the fuck out, man. Um, the alleged victim still on the same shit, still out there on crazy dope shit. Um, I see that person every once in a while, and I feel bad, man. I feel bad because a part of me feels like I contributed to that person's downfall. I mean, that person was going way, 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 way south before I was ever involved. But, anyways, neither here nor there. Let's continue. Like I said, I don't walk around like I made it, but I've came a long fucking way, man. I've came a long fucking way, man. Um, but the point being is that while I was changing, most of the people around me were not. Okay, people I was in jail with still locked up. I got high with still getting high. It is the same people in the same cycle, making the same phone calls from the same jail cell, from the same rehab center, with the same stories, from a different state. Like, I could go on and on and on and on and on. You know what I mean? Like, it's all the same. You know what I mean? And some of them, they hate me now. I, they think I switched up, or they think I left them behind. Uh, but what they don't get is that my mentality switched, right? And theirs didn't. My priorities switched, and theirs didn't. My hustle evolved, and theirs didn't. Okay? I'm not trying to die in the same spot that I was fucking stuck in. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to do that. I don't want to be some homeless motherfucker the rest of my life, shooting and selling drugs and being a scumbag ass motherfucker for the rest of my life. Like, motherfucker, I got 4 kids, motherfucker. Like who the like, seriously. If they're your friends, they do not want that reality for you. They don't. They don't. They don't want that reality for you. If they were your friends, they would not want you to suffer with them. That makes no sense. What is friendly about that? Hey, guy, let's go suffer together. Misery loves company, man. Misery loves company. I refuse to be in the company of misery because I was misery for fucking years. I was miserable. I was miserable. I was strung out. I was hungry. I was angry. I was hateful. I was everything wrong in the world, man. For a very long time, that was that person. I was that fucking person. I was the fucking person that woke up every single fucking day with a chip on my shoulder the size of the fucking world, okay? Like, no exaggeration. Probably one of the angriest, one of the just most hateful, spiteful, just narcissistic, selfish motherfucker you have ever met in your life. Maybe I'd be in fucking foster care. I mean, I don't know. I probably wouldn't be sitting here right now. You know what I mean? Um, that's probably this all probably gonna get fucking cut out. But anyways, like I was saying, man, I'm not. I won't. I'm not going to get stuck and die in the same place. I have to keep moving forward. I have to. And I'm not gonna lie to you. I feel guilty sometimes because I still hear from people that I don't really want to talk to, right? And I don't even fucking respond to them. I don't. I don't because they're just not somewhere I want to be in life, man. And they don't get that. Uh, and that's on them, you know. That's how I feel about some people, right? Some ask for help. And that's fine. I don't mind helping within reason, right? Helping in ways that I can. But some of them just expect way too much, man. Like for real. Like just because my bills get paid, just because I have a house, just because you see that I have a car, just because I have kids, right? Just because you see that I can go into the store, into a gas station, and buy a drink, or whatever the fucking case may be. Just because I can do those things does not mean I'm fucking rich. It doesn't mean that I'm well off. It doesn't mean that Stevie made it, right? It just means that Stevie is fucking surviving. Okay? Stevie's doing a little bit fucking better than he was 5 years ago. Stevie's doing what the fuck you should be doing, motherfucker. That's how I feel most days. You know? And it's hard, okay? Like, especially when you really care for them and you know that they're hurting and you know that they're starving and that they're still homeless and that you you feel it because you were there. You were there at one point in time. But I can't go back to that shit. I refuse. I refuse. And I can't carry everyone. I can hardly carry myself most days. Okay? I tried carrying everybody. I tried that. I tried carrying everyone for years. And it broke me. It fucking broke me. It broke my back. It broke my spirit. It broke my brain. It broke everything. Okay? I tried it. I tried it with Entrenched Media Group. But that's the point. You can't carry nobody either, man. Not everybody's going to come with you, and you can't carry them all. And that's not hate, man. That's just that's survival, okay? You can love people and you can still outgrow them. You can care for people and still keep your distance. And you can want them to do better for themselves. And you can want better for them. But you can still say no. You can still say no. Just because you say no does not mean you do not care. It doesn't. That's not what that means. It means that you set boundaries for yourself. It means that you have a little bit of self-respect. That's all that means. It means that you're not going to let someone else's shit fuck your shit up. That's what that means. That's all it is. Yeah, I still love you. I still respect you. You're still my brother. You're still my homie. But no, I won't take you to go get that dope bag. No, I'm not going to lend you $10 so that you can go spend it on some fucking drugs. Right? You can say no. Especially when it's because you want better for them. You want better from them. And if they can't respect and expect that, then you just got to cut them off. Right? It's that easy. Right? So yeah, I miss some of them, okay? Like I got love for all of them, everyone. Everyone's still on the street right now. If you're watching this, I fucking love you. But I'm not going to let you tear me down. I'm not going to let you tear my family down. I'm not going to let you do any of that. Why would I? Motherfucker, do you know how hard I've worked for this shit? Hard. Do you know how many demons I have fought to get here? Do you know how many battles I've lost? Do you know how many wars I've lost to get here? Do you know how many scars I have because of the shit that we've done together? The shit that I put myself through? The shit that you put me through? A lot. You can't bring everyone with you. You can't. You have to protect your own peace. You have to set your boundaries. You have to have self-respect. Because if you cannot do those things for yourself, how can you ever fucking expect someone else to do the same for you? They won't. They're not going to take you serious. They won't. They won't fucking take you serious. You gotta have self-respect. You gotta have boundaries. You gotta have goals. You gotta have action. You gotta have execution. You gotta have a brain. You gotta have knowledge. But it all follows the same loop. You got to be able to use that knowledge. You have to be able to execute on it. Act on it. Because otherwise it's just fucking useless. It's just sitting there in your head. Every single loss that I have taken up to this point, it has been me learning a lesson. It is not a loss. And that's the mindset switch. That's the switch that most people can't hit. Because they want to sit and wallow in their own shit and piss in pity. That shit ain't doing nothing for you, man. I should know. It's fucking gnat, man. Damn it. Listen, you can't bring everyone with you, man. You can't. You can't. There's just no possible way. If we could, I would. I would. I would, man. Like, let's be real. I would. Why? Well, I don't know, man. Because even though those people have stopped the building, even though those people have held you back or hold you back or you outgrow them or whatever the fucking case may be, I think there is always going to be a part of you, of me, that feels like you owe those people. It's human nature, right? You've went through so much together. You have trauma bonds with these people. Okay? Trauma bonds are hard to get rid of. They're hard. Because trauma sticks with you until you are able to resolve that trauma on your own time, in your own mind, with your own words and your own actions. That is going to be there. It's going to be there. Can't bring everyone with you, guys. Can't. You just can't. We want to, but we can't. So until next time.